I bought it when it first came out, and I was having problems cutting it, so I just bought the blue punch and said to heck with it.
I'd rather use a punch anyway on something like that. I mean, I've always, you know, been a fan of the punches over the code machine anyway, whenever possible. So earlier in the day, at the top of my chat list, Barry from McDonald Dash had put a phone number and some contact numbers for the guys that you might want to contact at at Security Pro Supply if you're interested in becoming an MX Alpha dealer. I can outline for you that it's I believe it's 25 cylinders and 50 keys, and then you have to sign it. It's a one-page agreement, basically saying that you won't cut keys for systems that you didn't provide, and then you have to buy, I believe it's 10 cylinders additional per year to keep your account alive and well. And you can also click over on the left-hand side of the screen at the sales and support icon there, and get a hold of one of the guys, and they'll fill you in and get you what you need to get you set up on that. So anyway, that's pretty much the GMS story. Anybody who's currently on board has any questions or comments or feedback, I'm certainly open to it. Otherwise, I'll sit for a couple minutes and we'll start the presentation again. It's kind of like lather, rinse, and repeat. So I basically said I broke it down into 3 parts. We review the catalog, then we review the new products, and then we review the MX and MX Alpha product line. So anybody have anything they'd like to comment on or question? Okay, well, we're going to head on back over to the GMS catalog and kind of talk about, share my screen. And we're not going to start with new products. We're going to start with the bread and butter products. So we are primarily, GMS has been around for about 20 years, and we're primarily, our business is cylinders. Even though we do offer some keys in our product line, we're in the cylinder business. And the most, one of the most important aspects of our cylinder business is the fact that our pinning is to the exact specifications as the originals. So OEM replacements, if you're tying to an OEM system, we're completely compatible with that, and it should be a smooth transition if you're tying any of our cylinders in to an already existing system. Our mortise cylinders come in the four most popular lengths: 15/16, 1 inch, 1.125 inches, and 1.25 inches. These are the keyways that they're available in. Oops, where was I? The keyways that they're available in. You'll see we go from Arrow to Yale GA. The first column designates the model number, which is basically what the length of the cylinder is. 15/16, 1 inch, 1 1/8, inch and a quarter. You'll see here's a list of our finishes that are available. And I'm going to show you new products right in here between 15 and 26. We now offer US 19, which is black. So a lot of folks are getting to making black hardware. So we've stepped up to the plate and are going to make our cylinders. I now offer our cylinders in black. With the standard mortar cylinders, these are the cams that are available. And another thing to note is many of the distributors have now added AT, which means they put an Adams Wright and a Yale straight cam in every box, which is going to cover the bulk of the jobs that you have. And also over here on the keying, what's significant about this is most distributors will stock key to like in pairs or zero bidded. And the 6 here was more of a design change than anything else, because we used to offer 6-pin cylinders, but we also offered 6-pin drilled but pinned to 5, but pinned to 5 cylinders. And the feedback that we got from the dealers over the years is, with the exception of a few keyways, most of the jobs that they were doing were commercial, and they were 6-pin systems to begin with. So we were making extra work for them by having to take the cam off, put a follow in there, pull it back a little bit, drop another spring and top pin in before they could key up the cylinders. So we went to strictly drilled for 6-pin cylinders. So that was an internal change that we did. We make mortise T-turn, mortise dummy cylinders. We make a complete line of rim cylinders, solid brass rim cylinders. The tailpiece converts to either horizontal or vertical, depending on the hardware that it's going into. Again, the same keyways are available. I'll point out later that the US 19 here is available, and the keying's the same. Again, you're going to find most distributors are going to stock them either KA2 or zero bidded. There are, of course, exceptions to that, but those are the two most popular. And once again, the cylinders are drilled for 6 pins, and they have 6 pins in them. Key and lever cylinders, key and knob cylinders. We offer 4 different models. You'll see with these 4 different models, there's a total of 11 tail pieces that work with them. And you'll see that this will probably cover 85% of the knobs and levers that are out there, including the private labeled ones and some of the other imports. Certainly not the imports with the plastic cylinders and the plastic parts to them, but any quality grade 2 or grade 1 cylinder, we should have a cylinder that fits. This statement here says screw-on retaining cap design except K200. That should read K002. We've gone to a clip retainer for that aero cylinder. Same keyways apply. Same keying systems apply as far as how the cylinders are most commonly pinned. By the way, down here where it says special keying, special keying really means that we will either design a master key system for you for a charge, or we will key 500 cylinders to the same combination if you want. But it's not something that's going to be on a distributor's shelf, and the lead times are pretty extensive. So we kind of suggest that you stick with what's standard. We offer a wide variety of small format IC core, 6 and 7 pin. You'll see in the keyways, we've got the Arrow, we've got the best A through R, the Double D, the T series, and right in here, I'm going to show you under new products. We just came out with the TA keyway. So we've got those all available in small format IC core. We offer a large format IC core. This is the Schlage version. It is available. And I was just pointing out to a guy who was on their phone. Yeah, there's that. I think that was the loading pin that he was looking for, either that or the actuator pin. Oh, the actuator pin is what he was looking for. So yeah, you can get us. We can send some